Alright, the Reds, it's the post-match pints. Liverpool have progressed to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup with a 2-1 win against Norwich City at a freezing Anfield tonight, and we are all very glad that didn't go to extra time. Not least because me and Phil would have had to walk home. But yeah, 10 changes tonight for the Reds. 2 good goals from Minamino, who can't really do much more than what he's doing for Liverpool this season in terms of contributing after not contributing, if you know what I mean. A little scare at the end, a decent goal from Norwich, and then a decent chance not long after that, which the keeper made a good save from, and that means we can progress and we can go home. And we're happy, aren't we, Phil, with that?
Yeah, I remember there was a game in League Cup a few years ago. I think it was Rodgers' last season, maybe. Or Rodgers', I think it was the season after we nearly won the league. Dejan Lovren scores a 96-minute winner to mean we don't have extra time. And I basically felt like that when the final whistle went tonight. I was very happy that it's cold, the football has really tailed off the sort of the last half. I like the first half was great. I really enjoyed what we got in the first half. I genuinely did.
Some nice football.
I thought Jones was very good. I thought Henderson was good. I thought Minamino was excellent. That was his best game with Liverpool by a country mile. Even without the goals, he looks a foot taller. It was really interesting.
Yeah,
how
he was bright.
He just looked. He was big. He was taking the ball on. He was winning it back. He was getting stuck in. There was one where he danced through a couple of people and he plays a lovely ball out to the left back. I think for the goal, he's cut since the first goal. I'm pretty sure he did a little bit of a dance inside, lays it off to Henderson, who gets it out to Shimikas, and then the 2 finishes are great. The second finish is absolutely fantastic. It's a beautiful goal. It's flash. It's one of those where people go, can't get beat as your near post as a keeper. You can.
You can with that.
You definitely can.
I mean, it's testament, isn't it, Andy, to the strength of the squad, which could and hopefully will take us to 4 trophies here. It's still on, and the reason it's still on is that we can make 10 changes and produce a decent enough performance to knock Norwich out the FA Cup tonight.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said 10 changes there, because it didn't feel like a performance where we'd made 10 changes, or it didn't look like a team that would have been 10 changes from a cup final. First half, I completely agree with Phil. We had like the real control over that game to the extent where, sometimes you see like Liverpool when they're a bit jittery, they'll take pot shots from outside the area, and there were 1 or 2. There's one from Chamberlain, although it sits up nicely for him. But the game plan was very much about sort of bit of interplay on one side, switch it over to the other side, and we knew when that finally came off we'd have like a real sort of 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 chance. That happens with the Minamino one. It was good play from Jones and Tsimikas. Origi's, shows some good composure to set up Minamino. Is the second one deflected, or is it like the best goal ever?
No, it's not deflected.
Oh, right.
Is it? Okay,
right.
He cuts across it and it flies.
Right, yeah, because that's an amazing finish if it was. I was sure, like the way it had gone in, that it had been deflected. It was the other end of the ground. But yeah, Minamino, he's in these cup competitions, he's just untouchable, isn't he? He really is.
Which is great, isn't it?
I wouldn't necessarily like to see him start a league game for Liverpool for the rest of the season, or a Champions League game, unless we're already through. But for these cup games, if he can come in and we can make him feel special in that way, the way the players sort of celebrate with him on Saturday. Alisson's buzzing for him tonight. He seems to have a real sort of spirit within the squad, and if he can come in and provide those performances and give the other guys a rest when we need to, he can stick around for as long as he likes, as far as I'm concerned.
I feel quite glad, Phil, that we played Alisson there, because he's made a good save at the end, but also thought he looked a little bit rusty with a couple of his passes were a bit wild, weren't they? And so hopefully that's out of his system now, and the real Alisson stands up against West Ham.
Yeah, it was a bit like someone had made the pitch narrower in the last couple of weeks and not told him, wasn't it? So I think there were 3. I think he put 2 over Shimikas' head. No, 1 over Shimikas' head. 1 about 5 yards away from him. I think he does the same with Milner second half, and yeah, it wasn't great. His kicking wasn't great. The fella behind me even went one step further and went to prefer Kelleher's kicking to Alisson. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not quite sure about that, but yeah, he makes a save, sort of 5 to go, from the number 46. Rowe. I can't remember what his name was.
I think it was Rowe.
No idea who it was.
Outside Milner, it's Rowe, that I think.
And it felt like a really good save. I didn't know if I didn't quite have the angle on it because I was the other side of the pitch, but it looks a really good save. I thought generally we played well. The problem I think we seeded a lot with the Henderson substitution. I think we were doing fine until then. It felt comfortable, and then felt like they got a bit more in midfield, didn't it?
Yeah.
Where you swap him more for Henderson, there's going to be a drop off. You got to.
Hello Reds, thanks for watching that taster of the post-match pint. If you want to watch the rest of that video, really easy to watch it right here on YouTube. Just click the join button below. That activates the membership. It gives you access to the Anfield Wrap's premium videos, which includes the post-match pint, but also reviews, previews, exclusive interviews, and it means you can follow us, follow them from here, the heart of Liverpool.